think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
And if you was instead of hating, you'd be ballin' too. I know you seen us fallin' through. All the rich niggas is all my crew. Fuck it, they can't touch us. If stuck up is what you call it, cool. Ooh, you should've seen when I came down in that. Black on black, cause it's gay to haters face down on the mat. Splat, yeah, I can make a green nigga mad. Quick, fast, flash like 10 cash on this bitch ass. You can tell I'm a G by the walk in the stands. I play the game, make me talk in the stands. Watch how you talk when you talk to the man. If it ain't about bread, you talk to the hand. I show you how to get rich. You got a weak arm, I'll show you how to pitch. Made so play, I'll show you by the hit. And tell the police I don't know about shit. Hey, God, I'm fly, something like the air. It's something when it's something, man, it's nothing like air. Homie, hold it right there. Homeboy, I'm right there.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
I got one in the back, I got one in the front. I make them do what I say. They tell me say what I want, I tell them. Get your money, girl, and just stop breathing. Cause if it ain't about that dough, it ain't about me neither. See a gangster like myself, I get that paper and women. Man, your woman probably out there with some paper to give me. Listen, you're looking at a real pimp, ask my old women. And they'll tell you no remote, I control women. I'm a whole load, put me in the game, woman. If he ain't paying, then he shouldn't be playing. I'm saying, broke dudes only make jokes funny. I make more than I can fit in this quote, honey. Unquote, come sun soak with me, ma. Fly it down here and lay you up in my beach house.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga leaving. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to strike. And guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on point 6-2, gon' split em. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eating bullet for dinner. 5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. for. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really tripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding.
Hey, what up, what up, what up, what up? Peace and blessings to everybody in the building. Big all things AMC FSG in the building. My nigga Terrell Davis in the building. Salute, King. Peace and blessings to you. Joseph Bermia. Salute, homie. Peace and blessings. Shalom to my brother Rod Walker in the building. Salute. Andy Gill in the building. Salute to you, King. Peace and blessings. Mike Rhythm in the building. Salute. What up, homie? What up? My nigga Jado, what you know, man, in the building. Oakland LDTV in the building. Salute. Creole the Traveler. Salute. Homie. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. So today we had the Shakur and ZEPADA presser with the Edward Berlanga and Hamza SHEREZZ presser right now. Now Shakur look like he ready. Shakur looks like he's ready. But is he ready though? See, the thing that gets me with Shakur, right? And I always say, a slick black fighter 9 times out of 10 has the advantage over a flat-foot Mexican. But William ZEPADA, he said he's one of them ones. Desmond Johnson, salute, King. But the deal is, can Shakur Stevenson's hands hold out? Can his hands hold out? That's the thing we're going to get into today. But first, man, the WBO president, I guess he issued another statement. That nigga's a fucking coward. And that shows us how they respect us as men, how they care about the black people. They don't give a damn about us. Like, Teofimo's not about to face no sanctions or nothing like that. You know, they covering it up for him again, but they act like this is his first time doing it. And Teofimo, he's basically making a mockery out of black people and making a mockery out of the sport of boxing because this is not his first time saying some racist shit. Like, he says a lot of shit for shock value, right? Now, it's going to be a shock value when somebody shock his motherfucking ass. But the motherfucker's a fucking goofy. He hasn't had his ass whooped. Like, you know how they say, you like one of them niggas that ain't never been fucked over? Teofimo ain't been fucked over yet. That's what I think. And that's what it is. Once a motherfucker fuck his ass over real good, he gonna stop that bullshit. Him and his fucking crack-headed father. His father on that motherfucking crack. You know, his crack-headed ass father doing that dumb shit, but it's all good though. Because somebody gonna stop their ass. Somebody gonna do what the fuck they gotta do to that motherfucker, dog, because that's all they've ever been is disrespectful. They disrespectful as fuck. They disrespectful as hell, and they always doing that shit. And that shit right there crazy as fuck. That shit crazy as hell. That shit crazy as fuck. And they always get over on that shit. Yeah, Shakur always looks ready. He always look ready, but Shiny boy, salute. But yeah, T.O. and his dad, they always getting away with that shit right there. And see, that's why I'm mad that Bud didn't do his fucking thing when he seen that motherfucker in person. Like, in person, Bud should have did his fucking thug thistle to that motherfucker. What up, frequent flyer in the building? Like Bud should have busted that nigga ass. Just like Ryan got some shit coming to him, you know. The best bet is that Boots Ennis can get a hold of one of them boys. I hope he gets T.O. ass. Brian Norman's not good enough. I don't think Brian Norman's good enough to expose T.O. and do what he got to do to him. So, you know, Andy Gill say Shakur gonna go in there and stink that shit up, probably get put down in my opinion. Honestly, Shakur's going against the hardest person in his career. And if he don't go out there and do the way he's supposed to do, yeah, he gonna get put down. He's gonna get put down. And if he gets put down, then that's just on him. You feel what I'm saying? But it'll answer a lot of questions. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain. Shakur and Tank is still a big fight. But if ZEPADA beats Shakur, Tank and ZEPADA will be a huge fight. Oh yeah, Andy Gill, I would love to see Matias get in there with T.O. But I don't think T.O. got the balls to get in there with Sabril Matias. He don't. I would love Matias to get in there with his ass. Matias will whoop him. Especially, exactly, he said Puerto Rican fighters are bullshit, but you know he got in there with Jermaine Ortiz. Jermaine Ortiz outboxed him, and they robbed the man. But I feel like Bob Arum, he's tired of Teofimo's shenanigans anyway. They tried to set him up with the Arnold Barbosa fight. I guess they thought Barbosa was going to put on a better show than what he did. But Barbosa, that nigga's mid. He's not even mid at best. He's probably Reggie. Like, how do you chase a nigga down for 3 fucking years and then go out there and lay an egg? Like, that shit right there is stupid. It's crazy. It's a waste of talent, really. Yeah, that kid, Nicholas Floss, yeah, I bet it on him this weekend. He did a good job. But I don't think Nick Floss got the skills to beat a T.O., honestly. Now, Mercado can get his ass. Or Andy Hirakoa can get his ass. Like Andy Hirakoa or Mercado that called out Keyshawn and Shakur. Now, those type of fights that'll beat the shit out of T.O. Like, people forget. T.O. got in there with Sendo Martin, and he was asked, do he still got it? Sendo Martin outboxed him. Yeah, Tito Mercado beat the shit out of T.O. I would love to see that right there. But T.O. ain't gonna fight nobody that dangerous. I can already tell you that. He is not fighting nobody that dangerous. Especially when you got a fighter like Claggett, Lee Jackson salute. When you got a fighter like Claggett pushing you to the damn motherfucking limit, making you fight life and death, Steve Claggett had T.O. fucked up. So I'm pretty sure he's not going to battle somebody that dangerous. But yeah, Tito Mercado, Andy Hirakoa. Matter of fact, I would love for Puello to get in there with T.O. I think Puello beat T.O. ass. Honestly, Puello can crack. Plus, he got some skills with him. But they say Teofimo's supposed to be moving up to 147. Now, he go up there and fight Brian Norman. I think he might outskill Brian Norman. And I think that's the fight they're looking to make because T.O. is the WBO champion. And he said he's the 2-time lineal champion. So, you know, I think T.O. could move up to 147 and beat Brian Norman, honestly. I just think Brian Norman smothers his offense. He's not really that great of a fighter. Him and his dad stay ducking. They duck Boots again because Eddie Hearns just sent them a hell of an offer. Well, frequent. We was thinking about that, but the WBO just came out again and said that they didn't find nothing wrong with what Tio said. They said Tio said liquor. Like, they keep moving the goalposts for Teofimo, bro. Like, I done lost all respect for the WBO, but the WBO is whatever Bob orders anyway. Fresh bacon with the motherfucking pies in the building. You know, it is whatever Bob Arum orders. And so as long as Teofimo got that top ranked banner, motherfucker can't do shit to Tio. Like I said, our best chance was Arnold Barbosa, and Arnold Barbosa, he laid a fat ass egg versus Tio. Exactly, Andy Gill. And that's why his dad is ducking Jerron Ennis again. Now, I don't think Jin Sasaki has the power, the speed, and the boxing acumen to beat a Brian Norman. I think Brian Norman might go over there to Japan and stop Jin Sasaki. I remember Windy City Salute. I remember Andy Hirakoa beat the shit out of Jin Sasaki. Stopped him. Now, I would love to see Andy Hirakoa go against one of them boys. You know, Andy Hirakoa is a 6 foot tall, half Japanese, half black fighter. And he got the rhythm of a black man. And he got the tenacity. And you see a lot of people been ducking Andy Hirakoa, but I think he got a fight coming up anyway. He got a fight coming up. I forgot who they said he's fighting. But Antoine Russell, I would say him, but Antoine Russell, he's so iffy as well. Like, Antoine Russell, Antoine Russell's a good beef fighter. But if you got enough skills, you can make Antoine Russell look regular degler. You feel me? Like, he was ducking Puello for years. Like, Antoine Russell could have been a WBA champion, but he didn't want to fight Puello. And then when he did actually fight Puello, he took an L. So, you know, it's just certain people that fighters can and can't beat. And I think Puello is one of them ones that Antoine Russell just can't beat, honestly. A lot of people don't give Puello his props and his credence, but Puello is actually a great fighter. You said, well, that time difference might fuck with Norman if he ain't out at least 2 weeks ahead of time to fight to get adjusted to the time difference. Yeah, you can say that, Andy, but a fighter's a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you that guy no matter where you at in the world. You feel what I'm saying? Because, you know, Floyd went out there and he fought in Japan and, you know, he still was okay. And he didn't have no, like, 2 week. You know what I'm saying? It only really takes you a couple of days to get acclimated. All you got to do is sleep during the daytime and, you know, that you'll normally be woke and just wake up at that time. Get you about 2-3 days and you can acclimate easily. But like I said, I don't think Jin Sasaki is on the level high enough to really expose the man. Like, Jin Sasaki's a decent fighter, but I don't think he's on the level to expose like a black fighter. And people be like, what you mean by a black fighter? I would just be like a young, undefeated black fighter. Like, a young, undefeated black fighter. Like, that's one of the toughest things to beat. That's why I give Tank a lot of credit for all the undefeated fighters he beat. That's why I give Floyd credit for the undefeated fighters he beat. Like, the hardest thing to beat is an undefeated fighter. The next hardest thing to beat is a champion. Because when a fighter becomes a champion, he not trying to go back to them regular meals. You know, upgraded to a steakhouse. You ain't trying to go back to fast food. You feel what I'm saying? You're not trying to go back to fast food. And see, you got motherfuckers like Teofimo who like to camp out at Taco Bell on the late night menu. He ain't really getting that action in there. But honestly, before that fight took place, I thought Barbosa stood a chance until the week of the fight. I went back and looked at Barbosa's last few fights, and I went back and looked at Teofimo overall. And that's why I told y'all Barbosa probably didn't stand a chance because I said he was tailor-made. Like he's a front foot dominant, come forward, and his hands are slow. And with Teofimo, if you coming forward, you playing right into Teofimo's wheelhouse because Teofimo's good countering off the back foot and using his reflexes. And he got very fast hands. So, not Tank. He been tricking the game for too long. We seen Key talking about himself when he said that shit. Yep. Notice ever since Andy Gill, ever since Keyshawn Davis got that fucking belt, he ain't been talking that Tank nonsense at all. Motherfuckers get that belt and they just want to hide out with the motherfucking belt and shit. And that's the shit I be talking about. Like motherfuckers hiding out with the belt. They scared to lose it, scared to take on any type of competition. That's the way the Normans are. Because Eddie Hearns, it was reported that Eddie Hearns just offered them boys over $2 million to fight Jerron Boots Ennis. And they sidestepped it again. Now, before, they said they wanted $2 million. Now you got a Jerron Boots Ennis that has 2 belts. He already has 2 straps. And he's offering you over $2 million. What's the reason for you not taking that fight now? And let them tell it, oh man, we got a fight lined up. We're not trying to look past our fight and all that shit. It's been plenty of boxers that have signed repetitive contracts, especially when they're sure of themselves. So if you don't sign that contract, then that means that you're not sure of your capabilities and your skills as a fighter. And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're running Creole. The Normans talked all that shit, but they remember that sparring session in the gym with Jerron Boots Ennis. And Jerron Boots Ennis is a problem out there. He's going to be a problem for a long time. Like, I don't see nobody at 147 beating him. I know at 154, it's a lot of good matches. I would love to see Boots versus Baccarat or Boots versus a Jermell Charlo that's in shape. Those would be great fights right there for Jerron Ennis. Like I said, I can see Boots running through the 160 division. I would love to see him versus Carlos Adames, since we know that Janibek's supposed to be moving up to 168 and fighting Canelo. That's what they was talking about doing with Janibek. And I'm like, here go Canelo again with another motherfucking European bum bash. Banks Hayes, salute King, peace and blessings. You said Boots versus Rolly frequent. Boots will stop Rolly. But Rolly has a name now. It'll put some credence on Boots' resume. But I feel like Boots is too skilled to fight Rolly. Well, he's too skilled to lose to Rolly. But the Rolly that we see in his last fight versus Garcia, Rolly did the only game plan that he could do to walk away with that win. Like, I didn't think Rolly had it in him. I really didn't. But Rolly did his fucking thing. Juan to my brother Dragon's assassin official in the building. Lee Jackson say, hey, you seen the press conference? Eddie Hearns asked for the ring belt to be on the line for the Shakur and ZEPADA fight. Yeah, he did. But Tank Davis has the ring belt, though. Lee Jackson, I thought Tank Davis got the ring belt when he fought Frank Martin. At least that's what I thought. But I don't know. I don't know. Big Emmanuel Carter, yeah, Big Colts Nation. Yep, them Pacers, the motherfucking Pacers is gonna be Pacers versus Denver in the finals. Because Denver about to take out OKC tonight. Oh, Eddie Hearn said it was vacant. Well, I thought the ring belt. Ring got Shakur number 3. Okay. It's funny how the Ring magazine took Tank out of his standings, right? Now you go back to the Ring and Tank right there up top. That shit kind of crazy. It's like they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. Mike Rhyme, you said Denver's down 3-2. Okay, Denver wins by 10 plus tonight. Watch what I tell you. I think motherfucking Shy Glizzy, I think he off his game right now. And Minnesota, they cranking it up. Yeah, I know that OKC's up 3-2. I know this. Watch tonight. Denver's about to blow them boys out. Jokic is going back to the finals, man. And yes, Jado, they should have removed Loma because hell, Loma just sitting back trying to let the smoke clear. Malik Taylor, salute, King, peace and blessings. And Frequent, what's wrong with Devin Haney and Boots fighting? That should be a good fight for you, Frequent. Devin Haney and Boots sound like a pretty good fight. It'll be more running than the first Karen Kukadashian fight. Hey, Frequent, I got the link pinned. Hit the link, Frequent. Hit the link and hop up here, Jamal. I want to ask you something anyway, Frequent. But Devin, he fighting at a catchweight. Why are we not talking about Devin at a catchweight, Frequent? Y'all always talk about how Tank do catchweights. Oakland LD, salute. Yeah, Devin only fighting in catchweights. Let's see if Frequent hit the link. Hit that link, Frequent. Okay, Devin and Boots can fight at 148. That's a fret catchweight. That man just don't want no smoke, bro. That's all that shit is. That's all that is. Devin don't want that type of smoke. If Devin ran from Shakur, he would get in a plane running from Boots. Damn right. Look at Frequent. Frequent ain't trying to hit that link. Hit the link, Frequent. I'm calling you out, Frequent. Hit the link. It's pinned at the top of the chat. 148's too big. To a nigga that rehydrates to 165 on the next day? That's absurd. That's absurd, Frequent. Look at Frequent. He ducking me. Frequent ducking me like Devin ducking everybody at 147. Frequent ducking. I thought the Hanos clan supposed to move on stand on principle. What happened to the mighty Hanos clan? Exactly, Frequent. Yeah. But yeah, Devin Haney rehydrates to damn motherfucking super middleweight. So 148 is never too big for him. Like they say, it's never too late for Caltrate. Devin Haney's a big boy. Oh man, y'all talking about Claymore Gay and Blue Blood. Claymore Reigns, boy, that's the fakest nigga ever, boy. Claymore fake as shit. You got Ray Davis. We exposed him over here. And Blue Blood, that nigga just everything subjected to change line ass nigga right there. Yep. But I seen the damn press off today. Edward Berlanga looks like he ready. Hamza Sherezz, well, that's a big boy, really. I didn't know Edward Berlanga was so small. But he's small. Man, frequent flyer Claymore Reigns, man, that nigga fake as shit. He a fake ass Haitian. And you didn't know him until after he started damn guzzling Blue Blood and Fanon's wee wee. He was a damn truck driver, and he begged Fanon to put him on. And everybody used to sit back when he came on Fanon channel like, damn, I wish this nigga stopped fucking talking. Because he used to talk about the dumbest shit. Like, this nigga did not understand shit about boxing. Like, he got all of his boxing knowledge from Blue Blood Sports. Like, the nigga can't even make his own videos, his own topics. This nigga, he takes clips from Blue Blood and posts it on his page for content. I'm like, bruh, what the fuck are you posting shit from Blue Blood, bruh? Like, this nigga whole page, all his videos are clips from Blue Blood. Like, he makes his videos, he doesn't have no creativity. He doesn't know shit about boxing. He's never boxed in his fucking life. The nigga, I remember when he first got started last year, he was on Fanon's page and he used to come up there sitting in a damn truck, supposed to be delivering our goods and damn services. He's sitting in that motherfucking truck trying to get boxing knowledge. The nigga was talking about dumb shit. He worse than Kang. The nigga was getting Wikipedia knowledge and was spouting that shit out as facts. And motherfuckers didn't tell him that in the Wikipedia, motherfuckers could put their own knowledge up there. They could change the shit. So he was reading falsified documents and was pounding them off as real ideas. That shit was stupid. Shout out to my nigga Al Boogie in the building. Yeah, that nigga ain't fucking Haitian. Al Boogie, he not gonna disrespect my people. Hell no. We would have cut that nigga head off over there. Andy Gill, were you trying to say this, bro? I think that's what you meant, Andy Gill. If that's what you were saying, is Nap Boulay. is my greeting back to you. I mean, he's just fake, frequent. Well, most people that rock with Devin is fake, but you know what they say, you are what your fighter is. You feel what I'm saying? Not Boule. Exactly, Al Boogie. But a lot of Shakur fans, they the same. A lot of Haney fans, they the same, they reflect their favorite fighters. You feel me? I know what it is. Claymore trying to get flew out by Charles Edward Cheese. That's what it is. He trying to get diddied. Oh, no, frequent. He is a fan like that. Don't do that, frequent. He is a Devin Haney fan. Don't do that. We're not gonna let you lie over here. We not gonna let you lie. Him, Ray Davis, y'all all part of the LDBGTQ. They all part of the LDBCGTQ community. Shout out to the beautiful queen, 2 Cent. 2 Cent, I got the link posted for you at the top of the chat, beautiful. You can hop on up here. You can hop on up here, 2 Cent, and give your 2 cents. Frequent. I've sat there and listened to damn Claymore try to spew that nonsense over and over. TD Jakes, one of the founding members of the Hanos clan. Have you been swallowed? Hey, Dragon's Assassin, the fucked up shit about it, right? The nigga claims to know boxing. He don't know shit about boxing. Like, I've watched him try to learn. Like, the nigga seen people on YouTube making collaborations. And I've watched him from the first day he came up on for 9 show. And I was like, who the fuck is this dude trying to speak boxing? Like, he didn't even know about the older fighters or nothing. Like, he was worse than King, dog. And like everything that he knew, he was getting off of Google. Like, he couldn't even answer a question. We had to pause for that nigga to pull up the Google. Shout out to my nigga Brian the King Falcone in the building. Yeah, Rod Walker. He sat there. See, he got enough. He got as many subscribers as he could from Fanon. Then he went to Blue Blood and got the LDBCQGT people. He saw that damn check that Charles Edward Cheese was giving niggas. And he was like, you know what? I'm trying to get flew out too. You know how some niggas like to get flew out. Just like you got BFTB, he in the car with Devin and Bill. He's sneaking, taking pictures like a groupie and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that nigga was sneaking, taking pictures. Like, you know how you be in the car with your girl and she like or you be in the car with your side piece and she try to sneak a picture of you. I say, what the fuck? And he was standing on that picture too. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, that shit crazy. These LGBTQ community people, boy, they crazy as hell, boy. I'm telling you. Somebody better stop these people, boy. I'm telling you. They crazy. They crazy as hell, boy. But hey, it is what it is. If it works for them, it works for them, man. You know, it's a cult. You know, most time in cults, they try to do sex magic. They end up doing sex magic to make Devin win. Oh, if I take this one in the wazoo, Devin to keep his hand on his chin. Shout out to my brother Mark, he big AMCFSG in the building. Salute. Motherfucker taking it up on the wazoo so Devin don't get knocked out again. It's crazy though. But the worst part about it, we might not even get Ryan versus Devin no more because Ryan lost the fight to Rolly and Devin looked frequent. Y'all get swallowed, but it's not by chicks though, bruh. A chick with a dick is not considered a chick, frequent. That is not a chick. That's just a dude in cosplay. A chick with a dick is not a female. That's just a guy in cosplay, frequent. That's all. Who wants to get swallowed by a cosplay female? Yeah, that's what it really is. These motherfuckers sword fighting over there. They be crossing streams like they on Ghostbusters. You know how they say on the proton pack, don't cross the streams. Them niggas be crossing piss streams. You ain't supposed to cross the streams. Oh shit. They like that motherfucking what's the movie? The Hangover 2. Motherfucker wake up and been penetrated. All we on, you said they announced it this morning? Well, they was talking about, well, it's right now, Devin and Ryan might not be a main event no more. Because they said Devin's performance was so atrocious and Ryan lost to Rolly, so they probably gonna have to get another fight to it says breaking news from the Diddy trial. Many of the dildos confiscated from Diddy had Devin's DNA on it, according to the FBI labs. More than 75% in the Senate. The rest had Bill's DNA. They had a few of them with Claymore's, and Charles Edward Cheese and TD Jakes. They had the rest of them. That's the other 25%. Charles Edwards was passing out that cheese. That truffle butter, my bad. They call it truffle butter. He said D-I-D, Diddy, dildos in Devin. Diddy stands for dildos in Devin's daddy. Why? Dildos in Devin's dad. No, dildos in Devin's derriere. Why? Or dildos in Devin's dump. Yes. Yeah, he said that, but Turkey said he still wants to do the Devin and Ryan rematch. But let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all feel like that fight has lost its luster? I still think Devin versus Ryan would still be a big fight. But Ryan Garcia just lost to Rolly, and Devin just showed us that he's traumatized, that he's not gonna stand in there and fight no more. So I wonder how big the fight gonna be. Yeah, I still want to see it. I still want to see Devin get bruised like a little turd. I still want to see Devin face down. Shout out to my man LaMarcus Robinson in the building. And shout out to my nigga Planet 619. Salute, salute. Yeah, they said that Cassie did produce getting the freak off with well, you know, they said Diddy was gonna kill Cassie. No. Diddy blew up Kid Cudi car. You know, Diddy wanted to kill Kid Cudi over Cassie because Kid Cudi. Well, you know, Kid Cudi fell in love with Cassie, and you know, Diddy was telling Kid Cudi he had to stay away. That's why Diddy and them put hands on Kid Cudi, and they threatened Kid Cudi life. Kid Cudi was trying to run off and marry Cassie. He was like, "Baby, you ain't got to do this. You ain't got to do this shit." Yeah, car bombed that nigga. He heard that Kid Cudi was trying to save Cassie. He wasn't trying to have that happen. Yeah, he didn't like that shit. What about Tory Lanez frequent? Yeah, Andy, but he was the one that let him do it. I mean, shit, it wasn't like he did it without it. He let him do it. Damn, they done poked Tory up. I thought Tory was in PC. Is Tory all right? Well, you know, Tory been talking a lot of shit about them boys out there. Talking about they set him up. I guess they trying to silence Tory Lanez. Nah, Oakland, when Cassie first came out with that damn song, It's Me and You Tonight, man, Cassie was bad, bro. She was slim thick, like Carrie Hilson, bro. What you talking about? Cassie was a PYT. Damn, I ain't even know that about Tory, man. I hope Tory pulled through. But Tory been saying too much shit about jigging them. And Tory was talking about those freak offs. And that's crazy because it's crazy because Tory was in protective custody too. So it's crazy how they got him when he was already in protective custody. Oh, they let him out protective custody openly. I remember when he first got locked up, he was in protective. He was in a PC dorm. Like everybody in that dorm was on PC, I thought. don't know why people always say SA like ESSE. SA stands for SA. That means a Sereno. Just like a NA, that's a Norteño. You know, the Norteños and the Serenos, they always go at it with each other. So when people say SA, they're not saying ESSE. They saying S and the A, like Sereno Nation. Creole, you talking about karma? I don't think that man shot Megan Thee Stallion, bro. That shit was a damn setup. That girl had glass in her damn foot, bro. She had glass in her foot. Yeah, it was a setup because if anything, it was Megan's home. It was Megan's homegirl that they said really the one that pulled the gun out, and Tori was trying to stop her from shooting it. That's what I was saying openly, because you know he been talking too much about Jay-Z and them. He been talking too much about Jay-Z and all them boys right there. You know he been spreading secrets, and they wanted to shut that man up. Cause like, what the hell would Tori do to get poked 14 times, bro? Well, I knew that because the girl was mad because Megan and Tori was smashing all them chicks, and Megan got mad. $14 times, 18 times. It's still a lot of times to get stabbed, yeah. Nah, Creole, I think Denver's gonna beat OKC tonight. I'm going for Denver tonight. Well, it ain't gonna get bad for Jay-Z, because you know Jay-Z got a motherfucking snitch on his team. That damn girl. She used to be a snitch anyway, so you know he good. Shout out to the beautiful Queen 2 Cent that just came up here. And y'all support the grind, because I'm gonna have to cut. What's up? Y'all support the grind. I'm gonna have to take this live down because I done said too much shit on this motherfucker already. They gonna give me a strike any damn way with it. Y'all know I don't care about them strikes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you know they about to strike me for this shit.
I ain't hear what you said, though. I had to step away.
Yeah, well, you know, we talk about real shit over here anyway. And you know, everybody supports the grind, so I don't mind talking about real shit over here. If I get a strike, I get a strike. I just delete the motherfucker. But y'all support the grind.
About,
we was talking about Tori, but y'all support the grind for this. Yeah, y'all support the grind for this strike that I'm about to get later on, man. Support. Yeah, but they got the he got the FBI bra all we on. Oh, Creole, I already know the type of shit that I say that's gonna get strike. Especially when I was talking about the LGBTQ community.
I don't think the Tory thing. I'm gonna say this one thing about the Tory thing, because I can already see now the Tory and the Diddy thing. It's probably not gonna be nothing I sit on the internet and talk to people about, because a lot of people like to comment on things that they don't understand, especially being in a space full of men. But this is the thing I don't understand about the Tory thing, right? Why do people keep saying Megan lied when, one, she don't know who shot her. It was either Tory or her best friend, and she wouldn't think her best friend shot her. And two, Tory, the one that didn't say he didn't do it. Like, I don't understand. That's the only thing I don't get. Like, why do y'all keep saying she lied?
Everybody knew it was her best friend, but Jay-Z and them was they did a smear campaign to put it on Tory because what they did, right?
But
Tory
Tory is the
wanted to,
reason they went to trial.
but you know
He
why? Because if you innocent, wouldn't you want to go to trial? But see,
no,
Tory
because
already had the cards.
he
You want me
kept
to tell you
making
why
the
the cards were stacked?
song. He kept making the songs and doing the social media posts and doing all of that. I don't think it was even supposed to go to trial.
No, but she actually came out and said that he shot her. She said it.
But the state picked it up. She didn't do it. The state picked it up because she said she
But
had stepped on glass.
no, she made a statement that he shot her. She made the statement. But the reason why it went that way, is because, Tory Lanez was independent, right? And Tory Lanez was making so much money independent, and the labels, they wanted to sign Tory Lanez. See, they don't like people making that independent money because then they can't get a tax off of you when you independent. And Tory Lanez was trying to stay independent. He wasn't trying to sign. I think Universal Music Group was trying to sign him. And Tory wasn't trying to do it. No, matter of fact, Rock Nation was trying to sign him. Jay-Z was trying to sign him. And Tory Lanez was still trying to stay independent. And, then they had this sabotage right here. Yeah, Oakland, Rock Nation. Yeah, he said no to Rock Nation. That's what it was. Just like Drake. Drake was supposed, the shit that happened with Drake and Kendrick. Like Drake was supposed to be reeing up on his, last time he got 450 million. The price of Drake was about to go all the way up through the roof. Now the price of Drake done went down. Because, Drake was supposed to do his renegotiation. But since this Kendrick shit, Drake done lost about 300 mil on that price. You know what I'm saying? Like these motherfucking white folks, they get out here and shout out. I'm about to say some shit. Y'all make sure y'all support the grind because we about to get demonetized. But y'all support the grind for the day. But these white folks, these small hats, they control our community and they get the money off of it because you can't make this type of money in rock and roll and pop and all that shit right there. That's why they do it in the urban community because, if you go across the world, you still see motherfuckers still rapping old NWA shit and everything. As black people, we move the needle on culture. We move the culture needle. And, everybody wants to be like us. So you feel what I'm saying? So they controlling the masses with this shit, like the drill and all that shit right there. So they don't want nobody getting too ahead of themselves. Like the reason why Jay-Z came into power, because you had like motherfuckers like Scarface, Jay Prince, Suge Knight, all them motherfuckers came together. They was gonna make a black distribution label. They was trying to do it where only black people, we had our own distribution label, but Jay-Z let them know about the shit. That's what Jay-Z let them know. Diddy was supposed to be with it too, but Diddy fell back. Jay-Z told, and the feds came in and got Suge, Jay Prince, all the motherfuckers. They was trying to cut the small hats out the deal. And the small hats was like, nah, motherfucker, you're not about to cut us out the deal. So that's what happened with Suge Knight, Jay Prince, and all them motherfuckers right there. Kind of like Black Wall Street. They don't like us to keep our money in our own community. And shout out to my brother Oakland LDTV and the Cash App with the $5 holler supporting the grind right there. Appreciate it. Let me get 4 more people. Let me get 4 more people to support the grind on this crazy show we about to do today. Give me 4 more people to Rod Walker, Jigga snitched on him. That's how Jigga got moved up to where he's at and all this shit. Jay-Z. And that's why Dame Dash don't talk about it. But yeah, Jigga snitched. I guess you didn't know that too, Sid.
Yeah, I knew that story. About Jay-Z and they was about to start the label and all that. And it's just crazy what these dudes got to do to get in position. It's wild, man.
I mean, that's how I lost my music deal. I wasn't trying to damn play the damn motherfucking sideways tango with a man.
Oh, speaking of music, I need you to write me some hot 16s up.
I told you what you want me to write it about. I already told you. I said what you wanted to be about. Just let me know.
Let me think. I know you want to put your skills to test. I be hearing you on here.
I just be bullshitting on here. But shit, you
I
want
know.
16, I'll do it to you for free. I mean, I'll give you 16, that ain't shit.
Let's see if we can go viral. No, but so what y'all thinking about this? Did you see the press conference? Shakur ZEPADA press conference. What y'all thinking
Yeah,
about the press?
I seen Hamza SHEREZZ and Berlanga going at it. Which I ain't know Hamza SHEREZZ that much bigger than Berlanga. SHEREZZ is a
He's
pretty big guy.
big. He is a big guy. And Berlanga moving like he like that. Like I
Man,
guess he
Berlanga,
entertaining. He entertaining, I guess.
man, Berlanga, man, I've never seen somebody that happy they got their ass whooped by somebody. Like Berlanga's on this damn Canelo ass whooping tour, bruh. Like, you know, that shit crazy. And like Berlanga was trying to stat a man down, trying to get hype. I say, man, Berlanga boy, he got one round to knock this nigga out in. If he don't knock this nigga out in this first round, it's over with.
But I didn't realize Sherez was coming up, and this is his first fight in the weight class. So they must
Yeah,
think
you remember
Berlanga
you remember SHEREZZ was just fighting Carlos Adames at 160. Remember they tried to rob that man. Crush the leg
Yeah.
and salute. They tried to rob Carlos Adames. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I said if Berlanga doesn't knock out this man, Berlanga's gonna get the loss. Because you know Hamza SHEREZZ is the ambassador to Turkey. He's a Turkey ambassador. And you know, if they said if SHEREZZ wins, he gets a Canelo fight. So you know, I think that they trying to pass them belts off to SHEREZZ, really.
And they fighting outside again.
I thought they was trying to do like a Central Park at one time. I don't know what the fuck he doing, dog.
Always chaos and confusion. What you think about the press conference? Shakur didn't say
Man,
he was gonna knock out ZEPADA. ZEPADA's a big guy too.
yeah, I told you ZEPADA be sparring with See, I told you ZEPADA be sparring with motherfucking Matias. That's his sparring partner right there. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's supposed to be, you know, that's ZEPADA's. I mean, not ZEPADA. Yeah, you know, ZEPADA is motherfucking Matias sparring partner. They about the same size. Matter of fact, ZEPADA a little bit bigger than Matias when they be sparring.
So what
And that's why I said
are Shakur's keys to success for this fight? Because I asked that and all I get is Shakur gonna watch him. He gonna like nobody ever gives me like, okay, y'all saying Shakur's gonna win. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying, what are his keys to success? What is it that Shakur needs to do to win this fight to overcome
first
the
off,
pressure?
Shakur gonna have to fight. He gonna have to fight for one. And he's gonna have to be able to keep the distance. He's gonna have to make sure he don't get hit with them volley of shots. And he's gonna have to punch in between shots as well. He's gonna have to watch that body because ZEPADA does a lot of body work. So Shakur's gonna have to punch in between punches, and he's gonna have to work that body. If he don't work ZEPADA body and ZEPADA gets to his body, it's gonna be problems. And like you see, Tevin Farmer had to fight in that pocket with ZEPADA. And see, one thing about ZEPADA, he can cut the ring off and he closes real quick. So Shakur ain't gonna be able to do all that damn running. So this is one of them fights that Floyd said, like, sometimes you gotta sit there and fight. And you know what I'm saying? So like Shakur gonna have to fight and hope his hands hold up. Like I say before, you know, 9 times out of 10, the slick black fighter is gonna beat the Mexican front foot dominant fighter, but Shakur's in there with one of these guys that throws 1,500 punches a fight. And you know, if he only lands 10%, that's 150 shots. And we've never seen Shakur take that much damage. And I don't really think Shakur can take punishment anyway. And like I said, Shakur, he needs to keep the distance. He needs to keep the fight in the center of the ring. He don't need to get near no ropes. He needs to keep the fight in the center of the ring. He's going to have to spin his opponent. Like what he's going to do, he's going to keep the distance and keep pivoting. Either pivot to his right or pivot to his left and keep circling. He don't want to go straight back against ZEPADA. He don't want to jump back against ZEPADA, because if he do, ZEPADA's going to bull rush and he's going to close the distance. And like I said, I don't think Shakur got enough pop to keep him honest. Shakur going to have to swim without getting wet. He's, like I said, he's going to have to keep it in the middle of the ring, and he's going to have to keep circling the opponent. He can't let his opponent back him up, because if his opponent back him up, salute Sonny Augustine. If his opponent backs him up, it's going to be a problem. And see, Oscar's been preparing for Shakur. That's why he has ZEPADA fighting Maxie Hughes, Tevin Farmer, and Giovanni Cabrera to get him ready for a boxing type fighter.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And like they've been stressing, ZEPADA has been fighting southpaws and been preparing for this fight, it seems. Wow. You know,
he's been fighting boxers. He's been fighting boxers.
Right. So do you think Shakur level of opposition has, especially at 35, a lot of people saying Shakur hasn't looked as good at 35 as he's looked at the other divisions.
That's what I said. I say Shakur's best weight class is 130. I said at 135, his level of opposition has been down. And like I say, it's like with chess. If you don't play chess against great opponents, you lose your skills. So like I said, Shakur has been playing chess against a lot of weak opposition. And with that weak opposition, you know, it gets you rusty. So, you know, Shakur has been pushed to that limit, and ZEPADA is going to push him to that limit. And like I said, can I get 4 people to support the grind for the day? I just need 4 more people to support the grind. But yeah, ZEPADA is going to push him to his limit. It's up to Shakur to show us his mental fortitude and see if he got that IQ that everybody say.
Yeah, I think I don't doubt he got the IQ. I just want to see the execution. And I don't. It's not that I think Shakur gonna lose. I think his hands will be an issue if something goes wrong with that. I just want to see him be able to overcome this style, because this is really gonna show his be able to show his style, his
this right
defense,
here,
his movement.
This fight right here is going to answer a lot of questions about Shakur. Like this fight right here is going to say whether Shakur to be named amongst them ones, or if Shakur was just a glorified gate holder, if he just talks the talk. Because like I said, ZEPADA beat Giovanni Cabrera. Like I feel like Pitbull didn't do that. So I feel like he's the only one that beat Giovanni Cabrera. He had 2 tough bouts with Tevin Farmer. He beat Maxie Hughes, who was on a 7-fight win streak with 6 knockouts. Like ZEPADA has been stopping people that's been coming through the thing. And I just want Shakur to show me he's one of them ones. If not, like I say, he can kiss the Tank fight goodbye. And either way, Tank comes out ahead, because if Tank versus Shakur happens, it's still a big fight. But if ZEPADA beats Shakur and he ends up fighting Tank, it's an even bigger fight, because you got 2 demographics now. You got William ZEPADA versus Tank Davis, which is going to be a nonstop action fight, and it's Mexican versus Black, both of them with a belt. So either way, Tank wins at the end of this fight anyway.
Tank has always been in the best position and in a better position than his contemporaries, even though they try to, you know, say he not and this and that. At this point, I feel like all those narratives just keep getting exposed time and time again, and they just move to the next one. Like the obsession with the Jake Paul fight.
Sonny Augustine, you saying ZEPADA is tailor-made for Shakur? I think you're wrong. They say Madonna was tailor-made for Adrian Broner, and we seen how that fight turned out, right? That shit ruined Adrian Broner's career. So never say nobody tailor-made, brother. But go ahead, 2 cents.
I don't even remember what I was saying. But we gonna see. We gonna see.
You said they like to move on to the Jake Paul and shit.
Oh, to the Jake Paul thing. And I'm like, shit, if I was Tank, I'd be like, make the Jake Paul fight. Y'all keep talking about it. It's clearly a demand for it. Like they talk about it every day. And then Jake Paul just came out and said something else about it. He laughing in the video. You can tell he BSing. But Tank when we're clearly focused on the rematch. But y'all keep talking about Jake Paul. So why don't he just make the fight? It's clearly a demand for it. Y'all keep talking about it every day. I don't understand that. But they announced
I
the
don't get
rematch.
what they trying to say is if Tank can fight Jake Paul, why he don't fight Devin? But the reason why he don't fight Devin is because Devin chooses not to fight Tank. That's what they don't say.
They
That's what
don't
they're
say
not
that, but
saying.
even if he fight Jake, it's an exhibition. It's not a real fight. So that's why when people saying like, I'm not saying I want to see the fight and nothing like that. I don't think he should go fight an exhibition right now. But if he do, I mean, so it's an exhibition fight. It's not a real fight. He can fight Jake and continue on with his career. Like I don't really see what the outrage is really about, especially if he normally fights 2 times a year and then he throw Jake in there just for a little bullshit fight to get a bag. He wasn't gonna fight a real fight anyway. But
Exactly.
it don't matter. It is what it is. They announced the rematch. I don't know if it's confirmed or if that's an unofficial announcement, but I think they said it was in August. And
August
it's
the
a lot of people
hold on.
that's like they don't.
Hold on. I got the rematch. Hold on. The rematch is August the 16th. It's confirmed. It's
And so
confirmed for
instead of
August
talking
the
about the rematch and about Tank, he's about to put on a competitive fight. Some people feel like they don't know if Tank can beat Rose. Like this is a fight where they're not going to be saying, "Oh, Tank gonna knock him out." They're not going to be able to run with that this time. It's going to be a nice competitive fight. So we're thinking right now, but instead, y'all want to talk about Tank fighting Jake Paul when that's not what he's doing. And I think Tank will win the rematch. I just think he had a
he's
bad
gonna
fight.
he's gonna stop that man in the rematch. He's gonna stop him.
Roach got a hell of a chin, man. He was taking some shots from Tank. But I think Tank should go to the body more. He's gonna have to do some more body work.
Man, roast chin is not what everybody think, man. Trust what I say to said. The man's gonna stop the man. It's gonna be a short night. It's gonna be a very short night. Like I said, Tank took it easy on that man. It ain't gonna be all that shit going out the window this time. It's all gonna be going out the window. Tank gonna stop him. Shout out to my nigga Antonio King.
We shall
Exactly,
see.
Sonny Augustine. Shakur, yeah, Adrian Broner was better than Shakur, in my opinion, Sonny Augustine. So yes, you can respectfully disagree. Shakur ain't did half the shit Adrian Broner did, bro. Adrian Broner was elite and he had power.
They
They was
don't
called
like Adrian Broner.
they was really calling Adrian Broner the next Floyd Mayweather, not him calling it himself. That was the can man, dog.
For some reason, when I bring up AB, like AB, I feel like get a lot of disrespect. Like I don't understand. They try to act like AB was not like he wasn't a good fighter. Like he ain't had no skill. I'm like he a 4th division champion. I don't get it. Like AB was a good fighter and he had good skill and you could see it. Nobody was trying to convince you that he's a good fighter or nobody was telling you you just don't
Sonny
know boxing. You
Augustine.
don't know what you're looking
Sonny
at. He was a good fighter.
Augustine. Sonny Augustine, you can keep respectfully disagreeing, bro. Anything I told you once before, your boxing knowledge ain't really up to par anyway, bro. So you can respectfully disagree, bro. You can respectfully disagree. But Roach could be a dog. But like I said, dogs get put down too. And like I said, Roach will get stopped. And Shakur is not AB, like you said. Yeah,
And when I say is AB a Hall of
and
Famer,
when
AB a Hall of Famer, they get mad. He a
yeah,
4th division champion, the youngest to ever do it. But they get mad when I say AB gonna
and
be
the
a Hall
only
of Famer.
thing that messed up AB, he jumped up to 147. The man should have went to 140. AB jumped up too early, and that would happen. And Shakur would get done worse if he jumped from 135 to 147. Period. AB is the can man. The man was fast. He had power. Sean Porter said AB hit him harder than anybody. And AB was a small guy. AB had hands, speed, and power. He was just so arrogant, motherfuckers hated him. Exactly, Picasso. Roach froze. Tank had to get that nigga. Tank was coaching the nigga as he was beating on the man. That was Tank's homeboy, but now they not homeboys no more. So now Tank about to seek and destroy that nigga. But yeah, can I get 4 more people to support the grind for the day? And after this show, I'm gonna have to take this live down too, because I said some shit in this live that'll get me in trouble. But can I get 4 more people to support the grind for the day? But yeah, Tank gonna do his thing. It ain't even no problem. I just hope Shakur go out there and do what he's supposed to do, because like I say, I might talk shit about him, but I'm always for my brothers. I'm always for my brothers first. But I love the sport of boxing.
I mean, people think for some reason just because you have an opinion that's not favorable, that you hate a fighter or you dislike a fighter or you're talking down on a fighter. And I just don't understand that, man. Like, if I have an opinion that Terrence Crawford ain't got a good resume, what does it have to do with anything about liking? That's my boxing opinion about his resume. If you think he got a good resume, then that's your opinion. Like, I don't understand. I don't get all this emotional shit these niggas be talking about.
It's like they get mad when you try to have your own opinions, dog. Like, you can't sit there and talk about a fighter. Like, damn. Like, it's like you can't be truthful about what you see in a fighter. And I'm like, damn. So what y'all want us to sit here and lie about bullshit like this? Like, that shit crazy as hell.
I mean, I don't get it. To each his own. Like, you can feel how you want to feel, but they be taking it too far, bro. And then,
but if you tell the truth, you're a hater and you're not supporting your people and everything. But see, that's that Gen Z
that
shit.
Black thing, that shit get on my nerves too. That, oh, you black. Listen, I don't care if somebody is black. That don't mean I'm gonna excuse everything or I'm not gonna have my own opinions, whether they're favorable or not. Like, stop that shit, bro. Like, that shit sounds ignorant. It's very ignorant, and I don't think they realize how ignorant that shit is.
That's that Gen Z shit. That's that Gen Z shit. And like, if you try to speak the truth, motherfuckers get mad at you about that shit. Like, that shit's crazy.
I don't really care. Like, everybody entitled to their own opinion, so people can feel how they want to feel. But these niggas want to take some moral high ground because they don't speak their opinions. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, nigga. Don't speak your opinion. I'm gonna speak mine. And I know they got a problem with it too because I'm a woman. I know they got an issue with it too. But I don't care, bro. Like, it don't matter. Like,
I mean, fuck it. Like, it's bad when a woman sees shit that these men can't see. And Sonny, we ain't got to worry about Tank defense, bro. Tank, bro, just watch, Sonny. Matter of fact, Sonny,
how long you been watching boxing?
Sonny, get your money together and we'll let Dr. Key hold it. And I guarantee you that Tank will knock out Roach. I'll put double whatever you putting up. We can do that, Sonny.
So is Earl coming back?
When you typing that? Huh?
Earl coming back. Earl coming back. He gonna fight Keith.
I don't know. I would love to see him fight Keith Thurman, because that's the fight we've been wanting. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I would love to see him fight Keith Thurman. That shit do 400,000-500,000 easy.
I think he should go to 60 though. I think.
Yeah,
Earl should go to 60.
Floyd said Earl should be fighting at 160 or 168. He been said that though. Especially when you could blow up to 190, 200 pounds. Yeah, you can fight up there. That's why everybody wanted to see the. That's why everybody wanted to see the Earl versus Canelo, because they knew Earl was a big guy. That's why the Earl versus Canelo made a lot more sense than Bud did. But Bud want to do everything that Earl wants to do, so Bud do what he do.
And I keep hearing people asking, like, and this is an example right here. I'm about to start hating. Watch this. I keep hearing people asking, why is there no buzz for the Crawford Canelo fight? And I keep saying it's because
Don't
It was
nobody give a
never
fuck
no
about it.
demand. It was never no demand for the fight. So the fight is being forced upon us. That's why there's no real demand. That's why there's no real buzz. Nobody wanted to see the fight. Just like it was no demand for Canelo Charlo. That fight ain't really had no real buzz. We talked about it, but everybody like, okay, Charlo going up these weight classes, all of this. It was no real buzz. When you manufacture a fight and then you're trying to manufacture it as the biggest fight of the year, and this is my opinion. So if it ain't your opinion, then it ain't your opinion. To me, I don't think it's a big fight because it's being forced. And then you got Turkey playing games with the fight. He announcing the fight this day, this place. They selling fake tickets online. And the shit looking real scammy, and nobody saying nothing about it. They just glossing over it like that's okay. He literally had tickets on sale to a fight at a venue that he didn't even have booked. But it's cool though. I don't. That shit real suspect to me. And we still don't know the day or the time of the fight or the place of the fight. Can y'all hear me? It's a dream fight with fighters on two ends of the weight spectrum. Yeah. But they made that Eubank Conor Ben fight. But I mean, it was a good fight, but I gave my 2 cents about that fight and how I really felt about it. Upper, where you go? I don't know what happened to Upper. Key not here, K Causey. So I'm gonna continue to follow the Turkey story. I feel like we're being led on another misinformation campaign with this fight. I've always been skeptical on if the fight is gonna happen. Then they start doing all the face-offs and this and that, and then I was like, okay, maybe the fight is happening. But now it just seemed like Canelo don't ever want to talk about it when it's brought up. He looking real strange whenever Crawford around and they in the ring doing the
Hey,
face-offs.
shout out to my brother Alan Sostain in the Cash App with the $5 holler, man. Appreciate you, King. Thank you for supporting the grind for the day. Can I get 3 more people to support the grind for the day? And yeah, I got kicked off. Let me get 3 more people to support the grind for the day. Okay, Sonny, we could do that bet, bro. It ain't no problem. Just let me know. We gonna let Dr. Key hold the money because I ain't with that. Motherfuckers get missing when it's time to pay type shit.
Hey, I gotta leave out and come right back in.
Oh, okay. What happened? Oh. Shout out to the beautiful queen, Miss Ashley Corner. If you're not subscribed to her, make sure you do. Hey, DZ, I don't know, but Turkey used to be a YouTuber. Shout out to Kate Causey. Shout out to Kate Causey in the building. Yeah. But see, like we were saying, everybody was talking about Earl versus Canelo. That was a big fight. Bud versus Canelo was never in the thing. Forget, Bud is a 135-pound fighter coming up. But you know, Earl and Bud had a rivalry. I mean, Earl and Canelo had a rivalry. Earl versus Danny Garcia outsold Canelo. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Earl was that body puncher. You know what I'm saying? He had that power. And you know, people wanted to see him versus Canelo. They had like the same type of build. It was gonna be the unstoppable wall versus the immovable object. Because you know, Earl Spence was breaking faces and everything right there. You know what I'm saying? So everybody wanted to see Earl Spence versus Canelo Alvarez. Didn't nobody ask for Terrence Crawford versus Canelo. That shit happened because Terrence Crawford was looking for a payday. And we already seen what happened when Jermell Charlo fought Canelo Alvarez. That shit didn't look the same. And people are looking at the Bud fight the same way. Like, they thinking, okay, Canelo versus Charlo, that shit didn't live up to the hype. And you got Bud who's coming from 135 pounds. People wondering what the fuck that's going to look like. And see, it would have looked a lot better if Bud would have looked a lot better versus Madrimov. But Bud didn't look that great against Israel Madrimov. So people are wondering, like, okay, Madrimov is 2 weight classes below Canelo. And Bud struggled with that fight. So what you mean? Sonny Augustine, there you go, bro. Sonny, I'm about to stop talking to you, bro, because it's like you listening, but you're not fucking comprehending, dog. You saying they're about the same size. No, they're not the same fucking size. When Errol Spence came into the game, he was a 154-pound fighter. When Terrence Crawford came into the game, he was a 135-pound fighter. They have different fucking frames, bro. That's what I say when people don't understand boxing, they just say any fucking thing. You talk about a fucking smear campaign, dog. It's not a smear campaign. Use your fucking brain, dog. You talking about a fucking smear campaign. Motherfucking Bud started from 135. Earl started from 154. So let me explain something to you because you're not. Let me explain something to you, Sonny, because you ain't understanding. Do you know that boxers' power carries a certain amount? You have a base where you start from. Roy Jones ended up as a heavyweight, but did his power carry the heavyweight? No. Roy Jones started at 154. He was knocking everything out at 154. At 160, he was knocking everything out except for Bernard Hopkins. At 168, he was knocking shit out. At 175, his knockouts dropped to 50%. His knockouts dropped to 50%. And then when Roy got to heavyweight, his knockouts went to 0%. That's what I'm saying. Crawford started at 135 fucking pounds. So his power is not going to carry all the way up to 168 because he started at a lower weight. Do you understand now, dude? Shout out to my brother Zulu in the Cash App with the $5 holler, man. Appreciate you, Zulu.
You know what's
like,
crazy?
Is like motherfuckers be listening. Look, they listen to argue, but not listen to the fucking comprehend. I'm sitting here talking about that Earl and Bud are different sizes. That he trying to argue, talking about a smear campaign on Crawford. Talking about they the same fucking size. No, he started at 135, nigga.
Well, I swear, you say anything about Crawford, these niggas get the crime, man. I could send you the video right now up. I got a video of Terrence Crawford saying Manny Pacquiao did steroids. Does Terrence Crawford have proof? Did Manny Pacquiao have a positive test? No, he didn't. It's all speculation. He like, oh, when he's got tested, he ain't had no knockouts. When he moved up, he this and that. But the point I'm trying to make is they'll sit on here and cry all day about you saying something about Terrence Crawford and Snack. But the nigga Terrence Crawford accusing Manny Pacquiao of doing steroids with no proof. Like that's the type of shit I'll be talking about, man. Like, just relax.
Even though we see Manny Pacquiao head go from 7 3/4 to 13 5/8, we seen that. But, you know, that nigga head did swell up like a hot air balloon, but still, it's the fact that damn, I'm sitting here saying that I didn't even say that about Crawford. I just said that Crawford started off at a lower weight class, and I said Earl started at 154. This nigga jumping on my head talking about, are you doing a smear campaign? They're the same size. Like,
they don't even know. That's what I'm saying. Just not folks just not intellectual. They don't even know what a smear campaign is. Fuck out of here.
Like I just said, they explained it to him. Roy Jones at 154 was knocking everybody out. At 160, he had a 90% knockout rate because he didn't knock out but James Toney. At 168, he had a damn 75% knockout rating. At 175, Roy Jones' knockout percentage dropped to 50%. And at heavyweight, he had a 0% knockout percentage. And that's why I was explaining to them, as you go up in weight, your power is not fucking carrying. Like, god damn. Like, this is what I'm saying when I say fighters start off at different weights. Matter of fact, let me do it so you understand. When Teofimo Lopez was fighting at 135, he was called the takeover, Sonny. He was knocking motherfuckers out. At 140, how many knockouts does Teofimo have now?
Not that nigga the makeover.
The nigga's 140. He's the same size as the other fighters. But is he knocking anybody out, Sonny? No. Because
his pop is
he
gone.
started from a different weight. That's why I say y'all need to listen to understand and stop trying to listen to argue, dude. Like, damn.
They don't even know how to listen.
Yeah. And I just need 2 more people to support the grind for the day, man.
I mean,
Let me
I realize
get 2 more people to support, man. Like,
a lot of the shit we be saying is above these people level of comprehension. Like, I've realized that. Like, it's just above their level of comprehension.
It'd be amazing.
Like they just don't get
that they can't fucking in.
They just don't get it. It's good. It's all good though. It is what it is. But
that shit's aggravating as fuck because you be sitting up here trying to explain shit and motherfuckers just want to keep arguing with you instead of sitting there listening. Like, damn.
Or they want to call you names and shit.
Yeah, I'm talking about I'm running smear campaigns and shit. Like, damn. All I'm doing is telling the fucking truth. The fuck?
Just like this, what I think people don't realize. If Bud Crawford goes up and stops Canelo, y'all don't think that's gonna confirm people's suspicion? Y'all don't think that's gonna confirm people's suspicion if Terrence Crawford go up there and knocks out Canelo?
Why he ain't stop Majimov? That's what they're gonna say. How he stopped Canelo? Canelo's never been down in his whole career. He's never been knocked down in his entire career.
And that's what I'm saying. So if you're of that thought and you like, I was already suspicious because you woo, then you're gonna be a hater. You discrediting Bud. Oh, you just mad because Earl lost.
Just like we're not looking at Tevin Farmer knocking everything out. Like
we've been talking about it. We've been talking about it. We didn't brought that up several times.
Tevin Farmer went from 6% knockout to 66% and dropping everybody he got in the ring with. Like he dropped William Zepeda. Zepeda ain't never been down before. Tevin Farmer dropped him. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, people. Earl Spence told y'all that motherfuckers will take a year or 2 off and cycle. He told y'all that shit. He didn't say that shit, but he didn't say that shit for health. Y'all remember before Earl fought Bud, Bud took a year off and he came back and busted his gloves. I ain't never seen a pair of gloves bust open.
And I think Bud already called. Did he call Terrence Crawford out for being with Snack a couple years ago, or was it somebody else?
No, they said something about Bud being with Snack, but
I think he said, "Why you with the cheating man or something?"
Yeah, with Conte.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bud came, but you remember Bud came back before the Spence fight, right? That motherfucker fought David Avenesian and busted his damn gloves. When have you ever seen a pair of boxing gloves bust open?
Apparently, it happened all the time because Terrence Crawford gloves and busted on several occasions.
But if we bring light to that, we hate him.
When did Earl take a year off? When you talking about when he got in his car accident?
No, I didn't say Earl took a year off. I said
I'm talking about the comment, the chat. All We Own said Earl took a year off too. What year you talking about?
Earl was in the hospital. All We Own. I mean, the man had just got through out of fucking Ferrari, nigga. One time Earl got through out of Ferrari. All We Own. The other time he got eye surgery.
He was out the ring for injuries and stuff.
Yeah, Bud ain't got no injuries. He didn't get thrown out of Ferrari. He didn't get his eye surgery. All We Own. Earl never took, and the other year he took off is because he was waiting on Bud. All We Own.
And he had a long layoff waiting on Kell Brook.
Nah, he only had 6 months waiting on Kell Brook.
I thought it was 9.
I thought it was like between 6 to 8.
Oh, I thought it was like 9-10 months. But I don't know. I want to see the Canelo fight. Please make the Canelo fight. Please, I want to see it. And if Terrence Crawford win, congratulations. But if he stopped Canelo, I'm gonna have my opinions about that. I guess Up fell off again. But I mean, we keep talking about the Canelo fight.
I said Canelo ain't getting stopped by no black guy anyway. Like I said, when Canelo come back in, he might look the same he did against Charlo.
He was out a year before he fought Bud because Bud was bullshitting. All We Own?
Before he bought Bud, because All We Own, if you don't remember, they was trying to make the fight that year.
And he got another
Bud sat there and stalled him out a whole fucking year, All We Own. Like, dude, if you're going to sit there and say something, be truthful. Bud stalled that nigga out from July all the way to November. Then to the next year.
We're not talking about the rematch, Sony Augustine. That's what I'm saying. Y'all always trying to deflect.
It wasn't a rematch, Sonny Augustine, because Bud wanted to fight the rematch back down at 147, nigga.
What is your opinion if Bud knock out Canelo, Miss 2 cents?
Bud ain't gonna knock out. All We Own, bye, bro. Bye,
why you kick him out, Upper? Why you kick him out?
Because now he said dumb shit. He talking about, but still, Earl was out for a year. We sitting there explaining this shit, why he's out for a fucking year, and then he gonna sit there and blame Earl again, bro. I ain't got time to deal with these Bud tarts. Nigga, get the fuck on, dog. We sat there and just told you that he waited on Bud the whole time, and then Bud waited till it wasn't no more dates. Then he made the fight with David Avenesian while they were sitting there doing it, dog. Get the fuck on, dog. I ain't got time to deal with dick sucking, dick riding people today, bro. Goodbye. Creole, not right now, nigga.
Man,
I'm sitting here explaining this shit, and he acting like it was Earl's fault while he was out. Earl and Al was sitting that nigga contract after contract after contract. Bud kept leading them on for a month or two. Then he'll send back a revision. Like, damn. If you act like y'all motherfuckers don't see that shit, I can't stand when people are willfully negligent.
Yeah.
Like, now you trying to be, that's what a motherfucker trying to be slick and trying to be willfully negligent. Like, you talking about when Earl was out a year. Nigga, he was trying to fight. He called out right after the Ugas fight. Right after the Ugas fight. And then Bud said, I ain't gonna go back and forth. Whole fucking year. Like, man, motherfuckers say the dumbest fucking shit to fit the narrative, dog. I'm not with it today. Dr. Key ain't here.
Shout out Key with the T.
Give me 2 minutes, 2 cents.
All right. Shout out Key with the T. Listen, if y'all ain't in the Discord, make sure y'all get in the Discord. You go down in the Discord. We talking boxing all day, every day. And I was thinking like, man, I've literally been here talking boxing all day, every day. So if you're a boxing fan, you love boxing, hop in the Discord. Get early access to the tea. So what do y'all think about the upcoming Keyshawn Davis De Los Santos fight? And what do y'all think about the Manny Pacquiao and the Barrios fight? I must say, I'm really, what's the word? Shocked, I guess, at the conversation around the Manny Pacquiao Barrios fight. I thought that it would be a little different, but I'm hearing some people, like I literally had a debate, quote unquote, debate on my panel of people thinking that Manny Pacquiao has a shot to beat Mario Barrios. Like, am I tripping? Because I'm like, dude, Manny Pacquiao is 46 years old. He's coming off what, a 5-year layoff? Mario Barrios
Manny been on that shit.
Mario Barrios is an active fighter. He's a decent fighter. I don't know why people want to act like Mario.
Yeah, I remember when Manny came back for that Keith Thurman fight. Manny Pacquiao turned the damn time back 5 years. And yeah, Manny got beat in the exhibition fight, but he was fighting against the nigga that was 170 pounds.
Well, I don't see, I mean, older, the older you are, them layoffs really really wear on you. You ain't young like that. Like De Los Santos coming off what, a 2-year layoff, but I think he's still like mid-20s. So even though I'm kind of like, he may be able to knock the ring rust off a little faster than Manny Pacquiao. Like I'm hearing people like, oh, if Barrios beat Manny Pacquiao, he get all the credit and it's a good fight. Man, Mario Barrios gonna get his payday because he get to fight Pacquiao. And I'm like, wow, okay, this is interesting perspectives that people are having about this fight, because I just knew for sure people was gonna be in an uproar about Manny Pacquiao fighting anybody at this point, especially a title
what's crazy though? People forget that Mario Barrios beat the shit out the nigga that put Manny Pacquiao into a convalescence home. Yordenis Ugas beat the snot out of Pacquiao, and Barrios beat the snot out of him. So if Pacquiao beats Barrios, he back on that shit like for the Thurman fight.
I think even if he own it, I still don't see him pulling that off.
Well, you know what they say, a boxer's power is the last thing that goes. Foreman told you that. You see, Foreman came back and still stopped motherfuckers. He had 2 careers. But the thing is, if Manny Pacquiao come back and he got that power, okay. But people talk about that exhibition Pacquiao got thrashed in. He was fighting a nigga that was 168-pound kickboxer. That nigga was way too big for Pacquiao, and it showed. That's why Ryan wanted to fight that nigga. But yeah, give me a minute. I'm still fixing this thing real quick.
Opulent say 2 cents. I'm gonna give him his credit because Pac-Man should sit his ass down. I hear you, Opulent. I hear you. But this what's up though, because I know Lomachenko was too old to get credit. So shit, if Lomachenko was too old, I know Manny Pacquiao too old. And I'm gonna keep being petty like that and bringing up the hypocrisy, because it just don't make no sense the way they jump through hoops to discredit certain things. Kilo say snacks lets you take a beating and keep on going. Them snack fighters be getting
Lomachenko also came back and stopped Kambosos.
What'd you say?
Lomachenko also stopped George Kambosos.
He sure did. He sure did. And Kambosos was about to fight Richardson Hitchens in Australia. What you think about that fight, Up? Or are you back or now? Paid in full. What's going on? Manny is over the hill and well past his prime. I'll watch the fight, but it should not be competitive. That's what I'm saying. Like, is it going to be competitive? It's just going to be one of them fights like Manny, you know what I'm saying? See an old fighter in the ring. And like, that's what I'm starting to realize with this pattern, right? Every now and then, you may get a fighter that can overcome. Oh, it's in New York? Somebody told me it was in Australia, Andy. But look, every now and then you may get a fighter that can overcome these things, right? You may get a fighter that can jump up 2-3 weight classes and beat the undisputed champion in that division. You may get a fighter that's up in age that can come off a long layoff and go be the young active champion. You may get a fighter that does that. But for the most part, that normally doesn't happen, right? And after watching boxing for so many years and just being like, oh, he gonna be able to, oh, he gonna be able to, oh, he gonna be able to, and just starting to realize, like, hold on, y'all. My bad, I got a phone call. I'm telling y'all, nobody want to call me till I get on here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but for the most part, the fighters, especially the fighters of today, they not overcoming those things, man. It's like they just, I don't know if we only know about the fighters overcoming those things because, you look back in history, you're like, this fighter did this fighter did that. And there were maybe a lot more people that attempted those things and those people don't get talked about. But Can Manny Pacquiao come off a 5-year layoff after trying to run for office and being in the political game and come back and get into a fight camp and get in shape and go beat a young active champion at 46 years old? Is boxing, anything is possible. But I'm going to have to be a realist in this situation and just be like, I don't know if Manny going to be able to pull it off. Now, if he pull it off, that's great. If he pull it off, that is great. And I don't care what Manny own, if he own that shit, if he ain't, I just still don't see him being able to pull it off. But every time we bring up Manny and steroids, how come I'll never hear nobody be like, oh, I'm not going to say he did steroids. He never tested positive. I don't never hear nobody say that about Manny Pacquiao. It's odd. It's odd. I don't never hear nobody say Manny never tested positive. How could you say that? How could you say that about Manny? Matter of fact, I'm going to start saying it. Every time somebody say Manny Pacquiao did steroids, I'm going to say, did he ever test positive? How could you say that? What proof do you have? Because apparently in these YouTube streets, you can't say nothing unless you got proof. We might as well all shut up. But we'll see. Now, De Los Santos coming off a 2-year layoff. How old is De Los Santos? Like, what, 26? De Los Santos coming off a 2-year layoff. I could see him, maybe, possibly. But he 2 years. He got to make the weight. He coming off of blood clots, injuries. Like, it's a lot of things that De Los Santos is going to have to overcome in order to win that fight. And just because I'm pointing that out does not mean I'm being a hater or I'm trying to take any credit away. It's the facts and the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is that De Los Santos is coming off of a long layoff, injury, a loss, blood clots. I'm not sure how he was doing at 35 or if he had any issues with the weight, but he's going to have to make that weight. And that's just the reality of the situation. If those facts you feel take credit away from a fighter, then hell, I guess to you it takes credit away from the fighter. But it is what it is. Facts are facts. The reality is the reality. And I tend to deal in the reality of the facts, if that makes sense. So I seen this interview with Eddie Hearn today. I thought it was funny because he said he was having a conversation with Bud, and he pretty much told Bud that it basically it's not his fault that his resume is the way it was. I think he said he asked Bud what was his biggest win, and he said Ricky Burns. And he basically was telling Bud, like, it's not your fault your resume is how it is. You couldn't get none of the big fights. And he said Bud was like, yeah, he agreed. So even Bud agrees with us. Even Eddie Hearn agrees with us. It doesn't matter if they didn't want to fight him or these fighters don't get the fights. They never get the fights. So you can never just be like, oh, they great. They great because people didn't want to fight them? No, we didn't get to see the fights. So how will we ever know if they great? I mean, it is what it is. It's boxing. Opulent, why is it mega cap for Bud to say that? Old Pedraza, overweight Lemos, long layoff De Los Santos. I mean, it is what it is. That's just boxing. That's how you move. You got to stay on top of your game. Because you will get caught.
One thing about that De Los Santos fight there, I want to say, right? De Los Santos, that man ain't been able to work out in 2 years. Blood clots.
You haven't even been able to work out?
With blood clots, you can't. You don't want them shits to go to your heart.
Oh, hell no. That's even worse.
And then he had 40 pounds to get off to make weight with an 8-week training camp or a 7.5-week training camp. Shit ain't cool.
Keyshawn said he handpicked him to fight. That's what I'm talking about.
Of course he
turned down other fights from top because people like, well, who else is available for him to fight? There's plenty of other people available for him to fight.
Andy Cruz is right there to fight.
And you handpicked out De Los Santos for this fight. That'd be crazy.
Exactly. They got the best matchmakers in boxing. Can I get 2 more people to support the ground for the day so we can hit the goal? I just need 2 more people to support the ground for the day. But of course, just like he brought Pedraza back, just like he tried to weight drain Lemos, Keyshawn is, that's what they said. They said Keyshawn has the weakest reign to the championship. Sky Magazine said that shit. Sky Sports. They said Keyshawn is the weakest champion.
Wait, Sky Sports wrote that?
Yes, Sky Sports. Sky Sports said Top Rank has maneuvered to get Keyshawn Davis a championship belt, one of the weakest champions in the division. But then I'm like, okay, you got Miratala now.
I mean, so I get that. Okay, he fought the weakest champion in the division, but somebody was gonna fight him. So I mean,
no, they saying Keyshawn was the weakest at the division.
Oh, he was the weakest.
Well, now it's probably Miratala now, but you know, Keyshawn maneuvered to get his shit together. But that's what they were saying, that Abdullah Mason can be maneuvered like that too. But I'm like, shit, Abdullah Mason, he gonna take his shit the way he need to take it.
But that's what Top Rank do, though. That's how they move their fighters. Like, it's just their business model. That's how they move their fighters.
Exactly. But can I get 2 more people to support the ground for the day before we go? I need 2 more people. I would like to see Abdullah Mason battle Keyshawn for that belt, really.
They asked Shakur today, how did he feel about Keyshawn being ranked over him in the rankings?
You know Shakur didn't like that shit.
He was like, so the guy they got ranked number 1 got to draw his last fight. So basically he was trying to say the rankings ain't valid because Tank ranked number 1 and he just got to draw. But I'm like, why do I move down the rankings because I got to draw?
Or they can say, look, you bought a carpenter or electrician. Sonny Augustine Bud was ducking fighters, dude, stop. He ducked Danny Garcia. He ducked Regis Prograis.
Damn, he ducked Regis?
Ducked Earl. What? He ducked Earl when Earl first came up, when he first came up.
He so just being hella strategic. Crawford was hella strategic with everything. Even with the Canelo fight, it seems strategic to me with all the bad shit people saying about Canelo.
Mm-hmm. He don't know yet, Akelo. He working on his last lifeline, bro.
But I'm like, so Shakur is like, oh, I don't care about that and woo, woo, woo. But I don't know. They're going to keep bringing up Keyshawn to Shakur as long as he's a champion at 135. Like, y'all not going to make it go away. They're going to keep bringing it up.
Especially now that you're on a different label. You on a different label now. Bob want to see you go down, buddy. And they know Shakur can't hold it. They know eventually Shakur gonna slip.
Do you think Shakur will ever be like? Because I don't know a fighter that didn't lose in their prime that goes from main event to undercard fighter. Me personally, I've never seen that. Do you know of any other instances of that without taking an L? A fighter in their prime going from main event to undercard.
Devin.
But he lost, though. I'm talking about without taking a loss.
Technically, Devin didn't lose.
True. That's true.
Technically, Devin never lost.
Because it's like we felt like, oh, Shakur left Top Rank to get the Tank fight. But now it's like
he left Top Rank not to get the Tank fight.
You left Top Rank And you haven't headlined a card since. Like, why did you leave? You get what I'm saying? Like, I
And
guess
then
the money or whatever, but
you told your promoter no Tank fight.
I mean, I ain't even referring to the Tank fight. I'm just talking just period. Like, it just seemed like you regressing, bro.
I said that. I said 135. I said 135 has been a tough year. I mean, a tough accolade for Shakur. I'm done with him for the day. I've done seen enough.
Who you kicked out?
I just timed his ass out. He keeps saying dumb shit. Somebody hit him. Somebody with a switch hit him with the 1800. I don't know how much my timeout is, but somebody with a switch, get that nigga a fresh 24 hours.
Man, I sent the video to my brother one time. It was like a little, I don't know what it was. It was a gun that had a switch on it. That was, I was like, golly. I said, I need one of these. My brother was like, no, you don't. That joker was shooting like 100 bullets a second. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm. That switch crazy. But can I get 2 more people to support the grind for the day before we get off of here? I need 2 more people.
But we got some fights coming up. Hopefully they be exciting and entertaining. Man, I don't know what's up with these Turkey and the Black American fighters. Like, I don't know. It just be some bullshit to me when they got something going on with Turkey.
Appreciate it, Fight Game. Fight Game put that stick on them. I've been verbally sparring with this nigga all damn day. Like, this the nigga that argued that don't want to listen, don't know shit about boxing. He just say shit just for shock value. Now he's shocked.
Oh, paid in full say, according to Shakur, Tank would have been disrespecting boxing for making a big exhibition fight against Jake Paul. Damn, Shakur. I mean, Tank got a lot of responsibility, bro.
Because
you broke up. You went out, Upper. And it's crazy. Nobody even mentioning that Canelo 2-time undisputed.
That's because he the face of boxing. And shout out to my brother Fight Game in the Cash App with the $5 holler. Now we just need 1 more person to support the grind for the day so we can hit our goal for the day. Can I get 1 more person in the Cash App or the PayPal to support the grind? Just 1 more person. But you know what it is, 2 Cent? Tank the face of boxing. And he know if Tank get that fight with Jake Paul, you know, that's a big money fight, actually.
Yeah, that's a big money fight.
And you know what? I would take Tank over Jake Paul just because Jake Paul can't box.
It's gonna be a scripted fight. You know that shit ain't gonna be real.
Size don't mean that when you're going against a non-skilled combatant.
I mean, Tank used to fighting bigger people anyway, but that fight ain't gonna be no real fight. It's gonna be on some, we just sitting here doing a good promotion, talking noise. It's just be a fun fight. Just like some Mike Tyson, Jake Paul shit.
Size don't mean that when you're an unskilled combatant. And I think Tank washes Jake Paul. Actually, Tank got that force and that ferocity. I think Tank can hit that nigga with some shit that'll send him on his way.
And he take his body out for sure. And Jake Paul ain't fast enough to keep up with Tank.
Nope. I watched Tommy Fury beat the shit out of Jake Paul. And that nigga was on Big Brother.
But I guarantee you, Jake Paul and Canelo would have been a more entertaining fight than him and Skull.
Oh, yeah. That'd have been a good fight.
Even though it wouldn't have been a real fight, you know, Canelo wouldn't have been in there trying to knock out or fight Jake Paul like that. But it just would have been a more entertaining fight. And then Canelo could have won. Canelo should have fought Jake Paul. It would have made the Crawford fight bigger. Mm-hmm. Or am I tripping?
Nope. Just like when Floyd Mayweather knocked out Logan Paul and carried him for the fight.
Yeah, it wasn't a real fight. You knew Logan Paul wasn't finna beat no Floyd Mayweather. Come on now.
Oh, I knew it. Even though Logan had him by 30 pounds. That's why I said Jake Paul won't beat Tank. No matter what the weight is, really. And Jake Paul's on that shit. You ain't see how Jake Paul blew up on that shit? Remember him and his brother used to be a lot smaller.
Yeah, but they was kids though too. I know he on that shit though, but I'm just saying they was kids.
Now they on that super snack.
Super snack pack.
Mm-hmm.
Got some more to rant about, but I ain't gonna even go there.
Yeah, Tommy Fury ain't even a fighter. That nigga's a reality TV star.
Cash Crypto say nah up. He never tested positive. Jake never tested positive.
Because he never get tested. When you don't get tested, you ain't gonna test positive.
Do you have proof he's never been tested?
Mm-hmm. I check all his fight cards. I don't never see VADA on it. Just like Manny Pacquiao was scared of needles, so he didn't get tested.
But there's no proof. No proof.
All right, y'all. I need one more person to support the grind. Who gonna be the last person to support it for the day so we can hit our daily goal of 5 people representing the channel? Can I get one more person? Cash App or PayPal. I just need one more to support this grind for the day. Who gonna be the supporter? Who gonna support the grind for me? Shout out to Big Supreme and the Fire Stick Gang, hardcore hater in the building. Me and Big Supreme, we talk a lot of shit to each other, but he's still a hardcore hater, and I'm still VPN. I be talking shit to Big Supreme, but he's still my guy.
Big Supreme, what up?
But you know, we got to have some anger management sometimes.
Nah, it's just boxing talk. It's just a boxing opinion. These people be all in their feelings over boxing opinions. Like, relax.
I swear to shit. Like, or did they say the dumbest fucking shit? That dumb shit. That dumb shit. I don't repeat myself to my kids, dog. So for me to sit there and keep reporting it with a grown ass nigga, nah, bro. Like these buttercups are going crazy, bro. Fucking buttercups. Yeah, little buttercups.
Bud fans are so emotional. Like, Jesus.
Bro, these Bud fans are emotionally retarded.
They try to say Tank fans emotional. This is what they do. They say something stupid about Tank and then you reply, why are you getting so emotional? Bruh, I'm just responding.
Like it's like I said, they don't want you to tell the truth.
It's funny to me, I ain't gonna lie. It's funny to me. It's funny to me. But July 12th, this fight need to hurry up.
It's like you wrong. It's like you wrong if you try to speak the truth about anything. And shout out to my sister in the Cash App, Latasha Murphy, with the $5 holler. She always come through and represent. She be in the cut. Latasha Murphy be in the motherfucking cut every day.
But you know what killed me the most is the detractors that refuse to do any research. That should be crazy to me. Like, I can't even argue with nobody that's.
It's crazy because I even told these people that I took snack, so I know what the fuck the benefits of snack is. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I took snack,
but that's just the over the counter shit. I'm talking about.
Yeah, and like the shit that I took, the shit I took had regenerative properties. Shit.
And I'm like, y'all keep saying ain't nobody tested positive. They're not going to. That's exactly like none of victim people really be testing positive. You feel what I'm saying?
You got to have something to test positive for. Just like in the world, in the fentanyl, they change one isotope in the fentanyl, and then you can get it in America. And then the FDA, they have to refine their search because it has a different isotope, and then they have to label that shit illegal. You know, it is such thing as synthesized legal fentanyl. Each time
Yeah,
the
they give it
damn
in the
dealers,
hospital.
yeah, that's morphine, yeah, but I'm just talking about they just changed the isotopes, and each time they change the isotopes, the FDA got to crack down on it. That's why they keep motherfucking switching up the damn recipe of that shit.
Fight Game. If you go to Bud's page, you'll see him working out in snack gear.
Fight Game said he on Nandrolone.
And then they want to get mad. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you messing
Nah,
up.
Fight Game being funny though. He's talking about the nigga on that Tyson Fury.
I'm just saying. Everybody want to talk about the integrity of the sport. This is boxing. Ain't no integrity in boxing. If there was integrity in the sport, in the sport, they would not have let Victor Conti get involved in him and his cheating ass buddy.
You know, my football coach told me one day.
What?
He said, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Hey. But you cheat in boxing, like people cheating, like there's so many people doing steroids and all kind of shit.
Do you know how many people, man? Don't you know over half the people in boxing is cheating? You want me to tell you why? Because niggas is coming in younger, faster, and stronger, and they got to keep up.
That's a problem in the high schools too. These kids taking these steroids.
We took them
for real. I ain't know nobody taking no steroids in high school.
We took some shit. We took some shit, but like I said, coach told us if we wasn't cheating, we wasn't trying.
That's crazy.
But like I said, over half the boxers out there is cheating because they have to compete.
But think about that just across all professional sports, period.
Exactly. Like you have to be able to keep up with the younger, faster, stronger generation. Or if you're not as gifted as another motherfucker that's out there, you have to do something to level the playing field. A lot of people are not naturally gifted or naturally blessed. So yes, they use enhancements. They do it in every sport.
My homeboy VA Money Group say that's why the Europeans is being able to compete now because they own steroids.
Yeah, the Europeans, they stay on that shit.
The Russians then got caught cheating. They didn't got banned from the Olympics for that shit.
Y'all remember when I showed y'all that Russian heavyweight that was 62-1 and had all them down wins about a lot of months ago? That was 62-1 with like 50-something knockouts. They got caught. Yeah, that motherfucker was a hammer. He was like 6'6", but he took that shit.
Yeah, them Russians they didn't got banned from the Olympics for that.
They let motherfucking Beterbiev, he got caught with extra testosterone. They still let the man fight.
Victor Conti damn near got Americans banned from the Olympics.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. This nigga got caught with extra testosterone, and they still let him fight. And there's only one way you get extra testosterones, especially as you older.
Big Supreme say Russia has the most Olympic gold medalists that was disqualified in history.
And guess who's second? Guess who's second though?
Who?
China. You think Yao Ming was a natural player? They created Yao Ming in a damn laboratory.
They had a female version of Yao Ming too. You remember her? She played in the WNBA.
Chinese people do not grow 7 feet tall.
They had that gigantic disease.
Gigantism.
Yeah.
But Yao Ming was in a laboratory since birth. They created that nigga. Him and that damn girl, they created them motherfuckers.
Somebody say, Big Supreme say, how long Lomachenko had 400 amateur fights? He had 400? How long you been fighting since he was born? He must have been fighting every day. Golly. We'll see, man. But them track athletes all be juicing for sure. I know that for a fact. We can't hear you if you're talking up. I hear a lot of clicking.
Give me 1 second.
Y'all be sure to come through tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. All-woman panel call-in show. Gonna be talking about the hottest topics in boxing. Big Supreme, come on now. You ain't got no proof. Damn, Makilo, what you got going on? But y'all be sure, somebody drop the link to the Discord. Man, y'all remember they call them 96 Olympics the Juice Olympics? Michael Johnson slipping out the blocks and still setting a world record. Come on, bro. They was running ridiculous. They call it the Juice Olympics.
That was my wife that called. You want your final thought, 2 cents?
Oh no, I'm good. I already did my drop for the show tomorrow.
All right, ain't you doing the show tonight?
No, it's tomorrow.
Oh, well, shout out to everybody that came through. Peace and blessings to y'all that supported the grind, everything, man. If y'all in the Discord, I'll see you there. And I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace and blessings to everybody, man. And I'm out.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Not moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me a op, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Hop out and leave them holding like the Bible. AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK to anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. Stay on .62, gon' split em. FN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5.0, eat em up, eat em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get this pussy, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding.
Y'all know what the fuck going on around here, nigga. Y'all nigga keep talking about you want smoke. You can't catch me on social media, my nigga. I'm in the street with it, you dig what I'm saying? Nigga know they gotta kill me or die, nigga. Fuck you mean?